What's happening, guys? Saf-T-Liner C2 here. You know, I really kind of wanted to do this video on Mitt City, but then I realized that there are official ROR servers again. Like, I feel so old. Like, I've been playing this game for so long that I remember when they had official servers. I'm not using my steering wheel, by the way, so, you know, don't yell at me. But holy crap, there are official servers back up, and Neo is one of them. So yeah, I was really surprised by this. And gosh, I'm getting some lag. I'm using the FPS version, but I don't know. Is it just me? Am I going crazy? Yeah, so how are you guys? I hope you are having a fantastic, the 24th is when this is going up. No, this is going to come out the 26th, I think. I hope you're having a great Monday. I'm sure I am having a great Monday whenever this video comes out. If this video does come out on Monday the 26th, I am sitting at work, most 95%. I will be at work, so you should totally message me on like Hangouts or post a comment and we can talk. But just tell me I said that, because I'm probably gonna forget between now and next week. Yeah. So, let's see. You know, I have to go out tomorrow around noon for a customer call. You see, I've explained this before, but my specific job at my company is to do what's called meter readings, which is basically get the amount of copies people have made so that we can bill them. So it's, you know, it's an easy job, but it's a very important job also. So, you know, a lot of people have, you know, some people have asked me, well, isn't there like automated software that does that? Like, you know, we're at this point in time where it should just be able to do it automatically. And yes, for the newer machines, but some of these machines are so old, you know, you can't install that on there. So we have two different pieces of software that we use. We have one for a specific brand because it comes built in with that brand, and then one piece for everything else. So I got my list last week of places that need the numbers. So I call them and I'm like, yeah, you know, I need some meter readings. Can I also interest you in our free software that, you know, will send it to us automatically, blah, blah, blah. And most of this stuff, you know, 95% of the time they'll say yes. But then I can remote into their computer using our software, which is pretty much kind of like a TeamViewer type deal. But for some reason, on one company's computer, it wasn't working. So I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. You know, I can head out there and I'll install it for you. What the heck is this? You know, I forgot about that. Yeah. And y'all wonder why Carter doesn't make stuff anymore. Mainly because he left the game, but also because his stuff got leaked. Anyway, yeah, I'll be out there Friday at noon. Okay, great. I'll see you then. So I head out there Friday at noon, and I install the stuff. It takes like 10 minutes. It's like super easy. I just have to, you know, get a couple IP addresses, download it, enter a couple numbers, and that's it. So I do that, and Are we really gonna have another video where people are following me around? Come on, Albert. Come on, bruh. Okay, anyway. You gonna follow me? You gonna follow me? Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Anyway, so I've been doing this with both pieces of software, and the guy who's like training me, he keeps on saying like, you know, you want everything too fast. You just need to slow down and just let it load. Yeah, he's been saying that to me. So I entered in all the stuff, and it said that it wasn't loading. I'm like, okay, well, he just told me to, take it slow. Fine, I'll do that. I'll chill. Okay, thanks, dude. I installed the software on there. You're all good. So it's at this point, this place is like 30 minutes away from my office. It's at this point where I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go head over to McDonald's and grab some lunch. Because, McDonald's is, super healthy and everyone should be eating it. Yay. But anyway, I head over there and there's like no one in this McDonald's. And I don't know, like the lady behind the counter was so nice. Like I had to do that survey. Like I felt obligated to do that stupid little survey that, I could have been, surfing the internet or playing that stupid game that came pre-installed on my phone. But I felt so obligated to do that survey just because she was so nice to me. Like, I think I'm gonna go back there, So I have my lunch and I drive back to the office. You behind me, Albert? You behind me? Yeah, no? No, you're in front of me, even better. Knock on wood. Oh, no you don't. Oh, no you don't. Lord, boy. Okay, this FPS is junk today. Nothing is... Oh, yeah, duh. It's probably because I'm rendering a video right now. We're gonna see what percentage it is on, because if it's towards the end, then generally it slows down. 77%, yeah. Sorry for that. I completely forgot that that's the only reason I'm doing this video, is so I have something to do, and so I have videos to put up also. But anyway, I get back to the office, and I'm telling him, he asked how it went. I'm like, yeah, good. It wasn't reporting then, but, like you said, just take it slow, and, yeah. So I get on the website that tells me if it's reporting or not. And of course, within like 20 minutes is like all it needs to, update in the system. But this is like an hour later, an hour and a half later. So I go in the system and it's still not reporting. And I'm like, God, what could I have done? Like, I did everything right. Like, I can't, remote into their computers, but clearly I did something wrong. Now, mind you, this place has two different locations. They have a warehouse, on one side of town and their office on the other. So I'm telling the guy this, the guy who's helping me, and he's like, oh yeah, well, since they have two different locations, you can't download the same one. And I'm like, well, thanks for telling me that now. So, so I have to go back out there tomorrow and install it again and do the same thing again. And the guy was super nice. He even had a padded seat warmer, which was, nice also. Why did I tell you that? I have absolutely no idea, but I just felt that it was necessary to tell you that. But anyway, he was super nice, and I'm like, hey, didn't install correctly. I need to go back out there. Can I come back out in time this week? Yeah, sure. Come out tomorrow. And, yeah. CV old. I don't think... That must be a different one. It's probably the old version. Okay, whatever. But yeah, and you know the thing about this place is I don't know, but I think they all might have, like, this guy particularly might have brought his, like, personal computer, like, because it was so slow. Like, it took, like I said, it took me 10 minutes. It should only take me like 5 minutes to do, but it was so slow downloading, and that might just be to the internet or, you know, to this or that. But yeah, so at least it's giving me something to do tomorrow. Let's see what else is going on. Let's see. This week is actually pretty free for me. I have a ceremony on Saturday. So I need to practice that. Like, memorize it, because I totally haven't. 7:47. I think my brother might be home now. We're gonna go check. I'm gonna go look. I might have to end it here. Oh, we're good. We're all good. Yeah, where's my headphone? Okay, so anyway, I haven't been practicing that at all. Big surprise, huh? Gosh, I hate the Mid-City Mall right there. And then I've got to do... I talked about helping my mom make some videos for work. I helped her with a 2-minute video last time, but now she has to make a 30-minute video, which is going to be crazy. So I've already made an intro for it, and it's a minute long, and it took me half an hour, 45 minutes to do. And this has to be done by next Wednesday. And, you know, I'd like some time to do other stuff, but, you know, whatever. So, that's fine. That's fine. If it will help us in the long run, then I will, you know, find something to do with my time, you know. Really? Really? Okay, well, let's see, what are we at? Only 12 minutes? This video's only like 12:51? Oh my gosh. You've got to be kidding. Well, that hasn't happened in a while. Do you want to load? There we go. What are we going to drive? Should I drive the HDX again? Let's see, there we go. Yeah, the HDX, I don't want to. Yeah, let's drive a different version of it. What the heck, why not? There we go. Just because I never drive this one. I don't have any reason to. Let's see, so... You remember how I told you how I was hired? Like, how I got a position there? Not the actual interview, because that was stupid, but, like, I personally know pretty much, like, the highest boss at my company through Scouts. And I've known him for 7 years, maybe? 6, 7 years? Wow, that's scary to think. But... you know, he was like, hey, do you and the other guy who was helping me, do y'all want to go out to lunch? Sure, what the heck, why not? So, yeah, we'll go to this market. I'm like, okay, whatever, I don't really care. I'll eat. Well, okay, here, let me say this. We had originally talked about getting seafood. I don't really like any sort of fish at all. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll eat it, but it's, it's nothing I enjoy. So he's like, oh yeah, Cameron, is seafood okay? And I'm like, I'll eat it. And he's like, oh yeah, well you said that last time about sushi and you only ate one plate of it. Well, I've been telling him, like, yeah, I don't eat very much for lunch, but in reality, I don't like sushi. I was just gonna eat it anyway, just cause, okay, fine, I'll give this sushi place a try. But yeah. So then he was like, okay, well let's go get wings. And then I'm like, okay, great, I'll eat wings. And then he's like, oh yeah, I talked to some other people about getting lunch, and we're gonna go to this Asian place. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever, I don't care. So we go to this place, and the other two guys, they both order, Asian food, and I order chicken wings. Evan. But I ordered the what was it, like, sweet and spicy chicken wings, like, they were good, but the conversation there was so weird because they were talking about video games the whole time. Like, whenever they weren't talking about, like, the business. Because we were there for probably 45 minutes. They talked maybe 15 minutes of, like, business stuff. I just kind of sat there and, did whatever, just ate my wings. But they're talking about, like, oh yeah, well, this company is doing this, or oh my gosh, I need water. Where's my drink? Ugh. I don't know what the heck. Okay, but anyway. So they're talking that, and then they start talking video games. And I'm just sitting here just like, so we have a 40-year-old guy and a 60-year-old guy both talking about their favorite video games. Is it just me, or does something about this seem off? Like, oh yeah, I've been playing this game and blah blah blah, and I got to level this and this leveled up and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just there just like, I'm okay with playing video games, don't get me wrong. I'll pull out GTA 5 or, Rigs of Rods, whatever. But it's just like, I don't know. I don't really know where I was going with this. I just felt that it was necessary to say, for no reason in particular, but it was just kind of weird. I guess it threw me off from what I was, I don't know, but dang, I just had something I was going to talk about too, and I just forgot it. Come on. With my luck. Yeah, I totally don't know what I was gonna say. I mean, it'll come to me sooner or later, but as later being after I finish this video, like 2 hours from now, just like, oh yeah, I was gonna mention that in the video, just like, for those of you who record, maybe you have the same problem, maybe not, I don't know. Let's see. I think I'm going to play some ATS after this. Get a video up of that. I haven't played that in a while. That'd be fun to do. Made a wrong turn. Made it. Oh, I was going to talk about how weird this Asian market was. That's what I was going to do. So I was expecting like a grocery store, right, market that, that's kind of what the first thing that came to mind was. So I walk in with them, and it's like a mall. Like a little strip mall almost. So there's like a Asian toy store over here, and massage parlor, and and like 4 or 5 different restaurants. And I'm like, what? Oh, okay, whatever, fine. We eat, and then we're walking out, and the boss loves his, oh god, what's it called? I don't remember. It's like some sort of Asian tea with rice and blueberries. I don't know. I think no, it can't be rice and blueberries. That sounds weird, but I know it has blueberries in it at least. And he's always talking about how good it is. He's like, oh yeah, we should totally go get some. There's a great place over here. And, we walk over there, and then there's a whole freaking grocery store there too. Like, it's not like, like, sure, where am I going with this? Places like Walmart and, for anyone in Texas, HEB, well, actually, that's outside of Texas, too, I forgot, but, Kroger, stuff like that, they have, stuff like little banks or haircut places, fast food in there, just like 2 or 3 of them, but this place had, like, half of the store was, multiple stores, and then the other half was a grocery store. And, like, there were so many, like, exotic foods there. Like, I kind of want to go back just to see what weird thing that I can find that's really good and that you can only get at this place. I don't know. Maybe that's what I'll do for lunch tomorrow. I will be over... No, never mind. That's a different highway. I mean, I could go down that highway if I really wanted to, but... let's see. Speaking of highways, we're doing construction on this highway, and okay. When should he be back? When should he be back? Yeah, gents. Okay. Okay, great. Beautiful. I don't know if you could hear that or not, but my brother has no car for reasons. So he took my mom's car to go out and do something. My mom needs to go somewhere, so she has to take my truck. I don't care if you take my truck, that's fine. But it's just like, I guess I think that, like, I'm the only person who can drive my truck. I don't know. It's just something that's just like, oh, I don't feel comfortable letting you drive it. It's not that, because my mom drove the truck, even before it was mine. It was my grandma's, and, whenever she would come down, she would, oh yeah, if you need to drive the truck, then go for it. But, it's just, I don't know. It's just that, I guess I think it's just mine, but it's my family's. I'm just the one who normally drives it. Yeah, whatever. Crap, I need an inspection on it this week. Ugh. Oh man, I forgot about that. I was going to take it in this weekend. I was going to have my brother take it in this weekend rather, but, so much for that. Yeah, so 24 minutes. I think that's what it said, like 24, probably 15 at this time. 24, 20. Okay, I think I'm gonna skedaddle out of here. Gonna render another video, play some ATS later, just, get some videos for the next couple weeks so that I can, get them scheduled and uploaded, yeah, and I don't know how many of y'all actually stuck around towards the end of this video, but anyway, if you did, do realize that I'm doing a lot of stuff, and that unfortunately YouTube does not come first. So I'm not going to sit here and be cocky, but I know I've been kind of good about having videos go up every other day for, I don't even know how long now, but for a while. But if that cuts off sooner or later, because I only have videos right now until the end of this week, or next week, until the beginning of next week. And normally I have them for, a couple weeks. But, if I don't post anything and I go back to the old way, just, whenever I had a video, I would upload it. Just keep that in mind. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. So, yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe right down here. It's a magical red button that says you are now subscribed to Saf-T-Liner C2. Make sure you comment up here, down here, over here, or over here. I don't know whether they put it down in here or they put it. Make sure you also give this video a thumbs up, or you're going to have to skedaddle also. And make sure you also share this video with a friend. Show it to your mom, show it to your dad, show it to a guy on a random street. I don't care, don't get raped. So, yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. And thanks for watching.